So all these things allowed me now to say and develop the courage to go back to university as a grown man.
Yeah.
And do music, the production now.
Wow.
Because I'm traveling and I'm hearing different things. As a DJ, I'm seeing different things when I work in the crowd. So when I went back to school, that was like the biggest blessing ever. And that time, believe it or not, was a down time in my life.
Right.
I'll tell you why it was a down time. It was a down time because during the process, me and my wife split.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I wouldn't even go into that because like, that's something that really emotional to me because here I am as a young father trying to balance touring and shows and all these things. And home in shambles. A family life in shambles. I'm trying to be a father to my kids and I'm trying to do all what is right and it's in shambles because it was not real. Ooh, look at where I go here now.
Wow.
I'll try not to be emotional with it, but these are the things that are good for interviews and that people could relate to.
Yeah.
So I was a father who was traveling on the road and I was constantly hearing, well, money is not everything. I mean, no, you're talking to a youth who grew up to a Spanish father and a black mother.
Yeah.
And my mother's side wasn't like by my father's side. And my father, I grew up with my mother's side, who was very poor.
Right.
Don't study the color and the complexion and very poor. I could even tell you that when I was growing up, I was one of them. We used to live opposite Panbury, Panyard. I was one of them who used to dig grave.
Right.
I used to dig grave to collect money to go to school.
Yeah.
My grandmother had a veer mango tree in the back. When we had no money, we used to go and pick mango and put in front with plastic and people stopping because them two little red boys, me and my brother, selling mango and people buying mango. I can tell you that. These are things that I don't say in interviews.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to say it on your interview. So when you understand the journey of the man who come from nothing to make it to something, you can't stop a man who in the process of the pursuit of happiness to tell him money is not everything. Of course, money is not everything, but you have to have money to sustain, to survive.
Yes.
So if you understood that, you should have held your own as a virtuous woman and let the man do his work because then we work it. You have a pension. You just get pension.
Yeah.
From DJ.
No.
You just get gratuity. You're lucky if you could get a loan from the bank.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
But these are things that people don't know because people have the mindset when they look at us to say, well, they just dress nice for them, real saying thing, and they don't even know. Can you hire? I'm gonna ask you a question. Can you hire an artist if he show up in an old jersey, he hair looking thing, a dirty sneakers, dirty? Would you hire him to sing?
No.
Right. So an artist has to know, and a DJ has to know, that you have to reinvest back into yourself. So if you're a DJ, have a Mac laptop. Don't go with CD bag. You will look bad. They will talk about you.
Yes.
Dress nice when you go to. And if you're playing in a summer thing, hire cap. But if you're in a wedding, dress nice in a suit as a DJ. Yes. Likewise, an artist. Invest back into yourself. People perception of artists and DJs, they don't even understand that these things are really jobs, you know?
Yes.
These things are really jobs. It's jobs that we do with a passion.
Yes.
You understand? It's no different to a man who want to be an engineer and he dedicated 7 to 10 years of school in engineering to be able to do that. He dedicated time to do that. As artists, we dedicate time on the fly.
Yes.
Woo! Wow, I'm preaching to it.
Amazing.
Right? So people perception, because this is how John Public perceive things. They look at us and say, hey, the tune playing on radio, boy, you get through, boy. You hear money now. That means know that we now start to work when that song play on radio.
Right, yes.
We now start to work. Because we can't collect no royalties until we do live shows or until a whole year. From January 1st to December 31st, and then the royalty agency does then collect that and start paying out the following year in quarters.
Yeah.
Every 3 months. They don't even understand that. So you see where they done gone bad already? And then think about it. You have a team, you ain't making any money yet, but it's promising, and you have to pay that team.
Yes. Yes.
You have to pay that team. So that team understanding to say, all right, here what enforcers. We understand you have no money now. We understand you getting off. So here, as a photographer, I go do the prettiest favor when they start to make money, make sure. And have me there, plus have me as an exclusive photographer because I coming in when nobody ain't coming, right? The stylists come in, hey, enforcers, we go style you. You don't worry yourself. We go handle this. When they start making money, same thing. Then the creative team, then the street team, then the this, then the that, then the that. And if at any time they feel that you make money,
right,
and you lead them out, what happened?
They're gone.
Tell me what happened before they go now. They'll bad talk you.
Yes.
They'll pull you down.
Yeah.
They'll rip you to shreds.
Yeah.
But you can't vex with them for it because, again, these are things that we learn along the way that wasn't taught. It have a difference with learning in the classroom and actually being in the field. You know, most people just go and do music course and do all these things, and when they're done, they're not even in music. They find a next work because you hear them, yo, that thing is waste of time. Because the passion wasn't there, the drive wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to do it because it looked nice.
Yes.
Try being in the Lions Den for a minute and see that.
Yes.
This is why when I mean, I totally get some people trying to be able to be on a bill and go in for less. But when you go for less, think about it. If a promoter say, he watch out you and he say, enforcers, I want to book you for a party, you know, where's your price? And they say, well, my price is 1,000 Canadian. Yeah? Why 1,000 Canadian? Well, 1,000 Canadian because when I come, I bring things to the table. All right, so where does bring to the table? Well, I post and repost all the stuff where I'm going to be next. So that's advertisement for you. And I'm sure the rest of the DJs don't do that. Yeah? Because everybody is just study the check. They don't study to seek nobody interest but theirs. We just market your shit. Yeah? And then the next thing we just do, we just take pride in it. When I mean, we now will take 10 tickets because we have family and friends that is come and support us where we go.
Yes.
Yeah? So that's patrons.
Right.
And then when we come, we have the show that we want to do. We want to make sure the show real nice. It could put us at any position. We don't care for start time to get easy forward when people drunk. Like, we just work. So, bro, if we deal with you, there's the price. So here what? We will come and we will do an early warm for you. It ain't going to take nothing from us. We can be exclusive. If you put a little more on it, we stay the whole night for you. If anybody late, we'll fit in. If anybody thing, no problem. We day.
Yes.
Plus, we set. That's when you understand vision.
Yes.
And then you go even help the promoter. You might end up doing so much more because you could produce ads, you could voice commercials. You might end up doing much more than, you might become an asset to that promoter. If he's smart, he will grow with you.
Yes.
But you don't have to justify any more than what you just justify to him. So when he say, well, 1,000, but look again, I'm thinking for 300, so you can work for 300. A man who desperate, which at times most of us we are, at times, you take the 300 because, hey, but until better could be done. But when you get them, that bad habit, you might be stuck with $300 right through. That's $700 off your shit. So how you going to pay your rent effectively? How you going to buy food? How you going to get a new laptop? How you going to get headphones? You wanted to build a studio now, that all the gate. So it's like, you see the vision of where I'm going at.
Yes.
Setting that standard for yourself is a very, very important thing. And I always tell people, what you ask for is what you get, but make sure that you can bring things to the table that will allow you to get that.
Yes.
And if somebody don't book you, there's nothing wrong. Never take it personal with someone. If they don't have your budget and they say, well, boy, I will book you, you can't book for 300, don't get there. Don't take it personal and say, well, you book me because of that. No. Leave them be. Leave them be.
Yeah.
Set your standard.
Yeah.
You start doing your shows. Nobody ought to book you. You do your shows. Reinvest. Remember, I mentioned this earlier.
Yes.
Reinvest back into yourself. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So if you always wanted to go as enforcers to New York or to California or to any territory to play, and every promoter that you reach out to or your people reach out to get you on the show, they say, no. That kind of money, them fellas feel like big boys. So you just go and sit down there and never go to that territory. And you'll do that, eh?
No.
So you know what I will do? I will buy a ticket And I will go the first year and I will sit down and I'll watch and I'll take note and I'll attend some parties. I'll start talking to some people, take some links, take some contact, go in some clubs, go in some venue. And believe within 3 years, brother,
Yes.
I will be there doing an event.
Yes, yes.
You don't want me come to your tongue, use God our that your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I sure I come in your back door.
Mm-hmm.
I come in right and knock and open the back door and come inside and you go and watch me and say,
yeah.
You have vision, bro.
Yeah.
So when we walk it, we just walk it with experience.
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question. I know it was a bit long. Sorry
no,
about that.
excellent. I appreciate all of this. So now let's talk about your new project, Back to Basics. Another album out now. Why now? Why this time? What's this album all about? Break it down for us.
All right. So why now? Why this time? Why not?
Yes.
Why not?
Yes.
Because watch this, right? Like I split chess, eh?
Yeah.
I am never focused on what everybody does do.
Yes.
If when I mean we've been around each other for quite some time.
Yes.
So I think that you probably kind of figured that out already.
Absolutely.
Like people would usually watch me and say, "Boy, look, everybody going here. Why you ain't going?" I say, "The promoter doing that party good, enough. The people who go in there who want to dedicate their time to the and have nothing to get from it, that's them. I have things to do with my time."
Yeah.
The things that I want to do with my time was go back to school to learn music, to produce music for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to empower myself. I wanted to motivate me.
Yeah.
And that is the problem. Most of us just wait for someone else to do that. You could motivate yourself.
Yes.
Everything now, especially in the world, is right at your fingertips. Why not? Why not? No, when I tell you how to play chess, I just sit down and I just watch the whole thing. And I just say, okay, find a loophole where you could go through and you could hang a jack if you're playing all fours, or you could trump them if you're playing chess.
Yeah.
That is where my brain is be at, because if I take time to follow the crowd, I might be last in the line. And it's not because I really deserve to be last in the line, but because of favoritism and because of people having people in places who just push for them, you're going to be at the back of the line, bro.
Yes. So
what you could do is you could sit down and be contented being at the back of the line, or you could say, here, what, man? Let me really push to try and gain headspace. If everybody going, so I want to cut a track and run wrong, so to run back wrong, so in front of them. That's what I just do.